Hey friend, welcome to Instagram Made Easy for Photographers, a free webinar by myself, Elena S. Blair. I am a lifestyle, family, newborn, and school photographer based in Seattle, Washington, and if you're new to my community, take this as the biggest, warmest welcome pre-COVID hug that I can possibly muster over the internet because I am always so grateful for anyone who decides to spend any amount of time with me, whether that be over a video like this one that's been pre-recorded, in a live room where I do some live webinars sometimes, on a Facebook Live, on an Instagram Live. I know time is your most valuable currency. So thank you so much for showing up today for me, but mostly for showing up for yourself. I want to be completely transparent with you. I do have a full course called Photographer Social School, and this is an introductory webinar to help you learn a little bit more about my style of teaching and what it is that you can learn in the full course. I want to be transparent. I don't want to be another person who comes to you on the internet not telling you that right in the beginning. But I do promise that over the next bit of time, you will learn a little bit about Instagram, a little bit about making Instagram easier for you, taking some of the overwhelm out of the whole experience. And so if you don't buy the full course, I do know that you will find value in our time spent together right now. So I would advise that you hopefully can pause this video right now and go grab yourself a pen and paper if you don't already have it. And also give me this time, give yourself this time. Don't let other distractions come up like using Instagram to, zone out and do something that you normally do when you're trying to distract yourself. Don't get onto other programs like Facebook. Don't try not to be distracted by your family. I get it. I've got 4 kids homeschooling. And just give me this next little bit of time because I do think that you will get some valuable tips about Instagram and how you can use it for your photography business. So Instagram is a very powerful tool for your photography business. I think that it is one of the easiest ways to market yourself, and it is free. Now, if you enjoy spending time on Instagram, then it's a good choice for your business. It really is that simple. A lot of people will come to me for advice on Instagram and they say, I hate Instagram. I don't like spending time on Instagram. And my answer to them is, then you shouldn't be using it for your business. There are plenty of ways to market yourself. There's not just one perfect platform that you have to use. So if that's it, if you hear me say that and you feel the freedom to sort of move forward with your life and not dwell on Instagram, then so be it. I want that for you. I want you to enjoy marketing your business. And so beware of educators who are going to tell you that there's only one way to do something. It's just not true. Another thing to keep in mind is that Instagram is only going to be part of your marketing strategy. But back to what I was saying here, if you enjoy spending time on Instagram, which my hunch is telling me that the reason that you're taking this webinar is because you do enjoy spending time on Instagram, then it is a good choice for your business. If you're spending time there, why not spend it with intention? Stop wasting time on the app and actually use it to bring high quality clients, high quality people into your community. So Instagram, though, I will say, it's pretty darn perfect for photographers. So even though I am telling you there are other ways, of course, to market your business, Instagram was kind of made for us. Well, the most obvious thing is that it's visual. We are photographers. We need a way to show people our work. We need a way for people to be able to get to know our business, our brand. And one of the best ways to do that is by showing what it is that we do. And Instagram's a really great place for that because it's a visual platform. There are over 500 million active daily users, which means that no matter where you live or what you photograph or who you are, your clients are on Instagram. So when I have looked into the different types of people that are on Instagram, it really does span across all ages, all nationalities, all parts of the world. It is very diverse. So if you're already using Instagram for your personal use, it is a good place for you to reach your clients because there are so many people on there, meaning your client is going to be there as well. So the way that we use it, though, is different from influencers or those who offer online services. So there are a lot of classes on the internet that teach you how to use Instagram, and I'm sure all of them are really good. But here is the thing. somebody who is an online influencer, somebody who is selling something online, they want to keep their clients online, right? So it is actually, I mean, that's why Instagram works really well for them. They're able to, to talk them or to convince them, I suppose, to go off of the app onto their website, but it's still staying online, the whole process. Where us photographers, we have to get our clients off of the app, which is no small feat, but it can be done. And when it's done with strategy and when it's done with the focus of connection, it really works. But that is different. Our way of using Instagram has to be different. We have to connect to our community and get them to come off of the app to go wherever it is that we need them to go to book a session with us. And then we have to get them to actually see us in person because we take pictures, which this day and age, a lot of people don't do things in person anymore. So we actually have to use the app in a unique way. My social media strategy has been the same since I started using Instagram for my business. It's algorithm proof. No matter what happens, no matter the changes, I still regularly book clients on Instagram. And I'm not talking about my photography education part of my business. I'm talking about actual photography clients, people who I photograph. So who am I? Who is Elena S. Blair? And why should you listen to me? Now, I really do want you to know that here's another thing that if you take away from this webinar, that you should know who you're getting information from on the internet. There's a lot of people out there educating, which is great because I think we all have really amazing, valuable things inside of us to share, but you want to make sure that the person that you are working with or that you're listening to actually knows what they're talking about. So one of the reasons why you should listen to me is because I am still very much in the game. I photograph anywhere from 100 to my highest year was 180 in 2019 families a year. So I photograph a lot of families. I'm still very much a working photographer. When I do the breakdown, I get about 50% of my inquiries from Google searches and about 50% of my inquiries from social media. Of the 50% from social media, it's about 70% from Instagram. So this is when I break down the actual bookings. I use a software that a studio management software that asks every single client where they have come from, my inquiries. And so I'm able to easily track that. So that's one reason. There's the one reason there. But the other reason that I think is kind of a fun reason is that this is a picture of me here at Facebook headquarters here in Seattle, Washington. And this is because they asked me and these other people here, there were like 5 of us on the panel. No, 4 of us on the panel, I think, to speak to the engineers about how small businesses are having success with Facebook and Instagram. I got an email one October, that was October of 2019, and I thought it was fake because it was somebody that said they were from Facebook headquarters and that they have noticed, the people who've watched the algorithm, turns out there's actually people who do that, that my business was trending way higher than any of the other small businesses they were tracking, and that my engagement was far higher than any of the other businesses that they were tracking, and that my use was obviously effective. And so they wanted me to come in and talk to the engineers, the actual people who make up these algorithms, who make up our user experience, and tell them how I was using it and why I was able to, quote unquote, sort of beat the algorithm. So that is just a little bit of clout, a little bit of proof to you that I actually do know how to use Instagram effectively for my business. I know how to use Facebook effectively for my business as well, but this is just talking about Instagram, this course. And it was a pinch me moment. It was really one of the highlights of my career in the last few years, for sure. I was very, 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 very honored to be there. So guess what? Here's another thing. Actually, I have a lot of tips that if you don't take anything else out of this, I want you to know. But a high following does not mean that you have a successful photography business. So I am lucky enough to be able to speak at conferences all over the world, and this allows me to really get to know a wide variety of photographers. And I will tell you that I have met countless photographers who are very much social influencers. They very much have this really beautiful and influential presence online. So they maybe have like 50,000 followers on Instagram, maybe 100,000, but they don't have a single paying client, or they have like 5 paying clients in a year. Their strategy and what they're doing with their business is probably very different. I'm not saying that they're not making money in other ways, but they're not using Instagram to book photography clients. And some of them actually are trying to, but are focusing too much on other things, and they do not have a successful photography business. You do not need a high following to have a successful photography business. When you are a full-time photographer, my busiest year, 180 sessions, I was working my tail off. It was actually too many. Most full-time photographers, if you did think about it, one session a week, on average, that's 52 sessions a year. So why in the world are we taking courses or taking advice from people who are telling us that the key to success on Instagram is to have hundreds of thousands of people following us? We don't need hundreds of thousands of people following us. We just need 50, 100, maybe even 20 would be full-time for you. Really specific, amazing people who care about you and your brand and your business and can't wait to work with you, sorry. And the truth of the matter is that Instagram is actually only going to be a piece of your strategy. I don't ever recommend that you only use one place to share about your business. It is a very important piece, in my opinion, and a very effective one, but it's only one. So say for me, if I'm getting 70% of my inquiries or 25% of my inquiries, let's say even. If I got 100 inquiries in a year and 25 of them came from Instagram, that's great. That's only 25 people. That's a lot of people though. So I want you to stop worrying about a super high following. I want you to stop thinking about this as a popularity contest and start realizing that you don't need a huge and high following to make Instagram successful for your business. And in fact, it usually doesn't equate to that. You don't have to beat the algorithm. You can work with it. So there's a lot of lingo that flies around on the internet, especially on Instagram, about shadow banning and about, no, but oh my gosh, I don't know what happened today. None of my posts are getting seen, blah, blah. Everybody's complaining. That's because these people are trying to beat an algorithm rather than just connecting and working with it. And that is my core of my strategy. That is why I'm an expert at this. That is why it works. And that's why it never matters what happens with the app. So if you have a plan, here's the thing that you're going to love. If you have a plan for Instagram, you're actually going to spend less time on Instagram. Isn't that amazing? I think that is one of the things that people are so annoyed with the app. They feel like they're just getting on, and tell me if this sounds familiar to you. They pick up their phone and they open up Instagram and they're like, okay, I know I need to post something today. I haven't posted in like 2 weeks. They pull up a photo. They finally find the right way to get a high resolution photo onto their phone, which is no small feat if you don't know what you're doing. And then there's that dreaded blinking cursor. And they're sitting there wasting more time. And then what they do is they don't post anything. They go back to mindlessly scrolling on Instagram, starting to feel sorry for themselves because they're seeing other people who are seemingly super successful, and it's over. They've just wasted like 30 minutes, maybe even more on Instagram. Now, if you have a plan, you will spend less time on Instagram and you will do what I like to call meaningful interactions on Instagram, where you get on with the intention to engage with the people who have showed up for you. So my 3 Instagram foundations that I live by, that I know to be true, are quality, consistency, and the main, most important one is connection. And if you are new to my community, this is maybe news to you, but one of the most important things to me in all areas of life is connection. And so with this being such a strong value for me, it is no surprise that it is the most important part of my Instagram strategy. So there was a time when it was widely thought that you needed to post a lot of times on Instagram. And that was more back when it was chronological, meaning that everybody saw what was happening in real time. So if you logged into Instagram, you saw in order what people had posted that day. And so it made sense to kind of feed the app with lots of content. But now the algorithm actually has helped us in this way, where you don't see everything that everybody posts, which makes a lot of people angry, but I like to think of it as a positive. So I focus on high quality posts less often. So Instagram is an industry standard of professionalism. You really want to think of it as an extension of your portfolio. So I did say at the beginning of this, because I do believe it, that you don't need it. You can always choose something else. But when I go to conferences or when I meet somebody, even just like a family friend that says that they'd love to see my work, you know what I do? I don't pull out a business card anymore. I pull out Instagram. Ask them to follow me. Tell me that's a really easy way for them to get a little slice of what it is that I do. When you go to a conference, nobody's asking for cards anymore. They're asking for your Instagram handle. So it has become an industry standard of professionalism. And that is why high quality photos on Instagram, my first part of my 3 most important things in the strategy, high quality photos, portfolio worthy photos are definitely important. So you want to focus more on quality over quantity. So you want a high quality post, and I'm going to tell you it has to do with two things, and I'm going to get into that in just a moment. But you want more high quality posts over having tons and tons of meaningless photos just kind of going off into the internet. You need consistency. So I keep using this example because it's a really good one when it comes to Instagram, but I was listening to a podcast from one of my favorite life coaches, and he was talking about how he was trying to coach a woman into a better lifestyle, and one of her goals was to start running again. And he said, okay, what's your goal? And she said, I would like to run 5 days a week. And he said, great. How many days a week are you running now? And she said, 0. And he said, well, how about we start with 1 day a week? And she's like, well, what's the point? If I can't run 5, what's the point? And he just said, his mind was sort of blown. And he was like, this is your problem. Here is your block. You are actually getting in your own way by just saying, well, this is too hard to do 5. Instead of doing 1, which would be better than 5, I'm going to do none. And then there you go. Self-sabotage. We as artists self-sabotage all the time. So what you need to do, though, is come up with a plan that is doable. So when I say consistency, it is because the algorithm does want to see you there regularly. I will sometimes audit people's Instagram accounts and for mentoring and whatnot, and I look and they're complaining about it not working for them, and I'm like, well, you haven't posted in like 3 months. And they use a very similar excuse to the one that I just shared with you. Well, it's too hard to post every day. So what I want you to do, and what the algorithm really loves and feels like is healthy, is to come up with a plan that's doable. So if 2 times a week is enough, there is all you can handle, great, but make sure you do it consistently, because the algorithm is going to notice if you're not showing up. And quite frankly, your followers are going to notice if you're not showing up. So you want to create a routine, I got a little ahead of myself, that is doable and stick to it. So if 1 time a week is all you can do right now, post 1 time a week. It is better than none. And once you start creating a routine and stick to it, it will start happening more naturally. And this really is one of the main things that I think is the key to Instagram success. And that is that posting in real time is a super huge waste of time. Scheduling is going to change everything for you. And in the full course, I teach you how I schedule and show you how I do it with the platform, with a free online scheduler that I love to use. It changes your life. And of course, finally, the most important part is connection. You must inspire engagement, which is done by connecting. So the algorithm wants people to stay on the app. The algorithm wants to show accounts to people that they think, or show people accounts that they think that they want to see. So if people are coming to your account and engaging, the algorithm says this account is something that I should be showing to followers that will appreciate it. And so when people use your local hashtag, you will pop to the top of that algorithm. You have to inspire engagement. Engagement, connecting to those that have already shown up for you, is the key to success. When you create connection, you create a high quality following who you can convert to paying clients. So you're not just out there trying to get a really high number under your name and getting anyone and everyone that you possibly can to follow you. No, you are talking directly to the right people, and not just any clients, not just any people, but those who are going to love working for you, who are going to appreciate what it is you have to offer, who are going to sing your praises. And when you're connecting like this, it makes using Instagram a lot more fun. Being a good photographer isn't enough. I hate to say it. We have lots and lots and lots of talent out there, but nobody is going to market your business for you. Sorry, Charlie. You have to start sharing. You have to get out there and connect. And just in a little personal piece here on connection, I have used Instagram to meet countless clients, but I also met my partner on Instagram. I met my best friend Bree on Instagram. I have made countless business connections on Instagram. It is a powerful tool when used intentionally, when you stop wasting time on it. Any supporters are good for your brand. Hi, Mom, I'm waving at you. So a lot of times people will say, everyone that's following me is another photographer, or it's only my family that's on Instagram supporting me. It is all about engagement. So once people start engaging with your account, even if it's Mom, hi Mom, it will show the algorithm that people are coming to your account because they love what you have to say. People are coming to your account because you have meaningful interactions happening, and eventually it will pop you up to the top of the algorithm, put you in suggested pages. It is very important. So any supporter is good for your brand. You don't need to just only get, other people out there that are wanting to use you for photography. Of course, that is the end goal. But in the meantime, when you're building up this really solid foundation, any supporter is good for your brand. You have a story worth hearing. One of the biggest roadblocks that people get in their way when they're trying to create an Instagram strategy is that they feel like nobody cares about what they have to say. They feel like nobody wants to know about their life. And I'm here to tell you that you, every single person that ever watches this video, every single human on this planet has a story worth hearing. And the more that you can share of yourself and of who you are as a person and a brand, the more about your business that you can share, the more high quality clients you're going to bring in. I want to help you come up with a solid Instagram strategy. I want you to stop wasting time on the app. I have a course called Photographer Social School. It is a workshop designed to teach photographers, just photographers, how to use Instagram to connect to their dream clients. It is not a class for interior designers. It's not a class for online influencers. It is a class for photographers. It's all online on your own time, and we've already helped hundreds of photographers start using Instagram to benefit them to grow their business. It's 5 modules. I want to walk you through what they are. Module 1 will tell you how Instagram works for photographers. It's a deep dive into that. Module 2 will answer this age-old question, well, what should I post on Instagram? We walk you through exactly what you should post and how. Module 3, communicating your brand story with captions. This is how you learn how to write what it is that you want to say. And that is the thing with Instagram. There's 2 parts to it. You have to be able to share photos, and then you have to be able to share a caption that is engaging. And we teach you how to do that. Module 4, getting your clients off the app and on to your calendar. Ding, ding, ding. Probably one of the most important things us photographers need to be able to do. Module 5, how to use Instagram intentionally by scheduling. This is when you get your life back and you actually get the social part of Instagram back, the part that you enjoy. You stop just wasting time. And once I teach you how to schedule, everything changes. But there's more. We have bonuses. There is an IG post basics. I go into the nitty gritty and anatomy of an Instagram post, how to pick the right profile name, how to pick the right profile photo, how to write a really effective bio, how the algorithm works. It's a little bit of a science. I'm going to explain it to you. Business versus personal account, Instagram stories, IGTV, link in bio. Bonus mini course, let's get you booked. I have a full mini course on how I get my clients booked a year in advance. And I'm throwing that in for this class as well. Of course, you get a private Facebook community, and I can say this with confidence that our communities are the most inclusive and positive around. Everyone in my groups is there waiting with open arms to welcome new members, and it's always so positive and helpful, and I'm really, really proud of my communities online. I actually think it might be one of the things that I'm most proud of. You will leave the class with a clear plan on how to use Instagram as a really meaningful marketing tool. And so when I say meaningful, that's exactly what I mean. I don't want you to do something that feels icky or salesy, or that you don't feel like you want to share your story, that you feel like you're part of a popularity contest. Ew, that is not what I'm talking about. I want you to be able to connect deeply to people who are going to appreciate you, the artist, you, the photographer. And that is what you will learn at the end of this class. One of my alumni said that she thought the content was inspiring and really emphasized the concept of building a community and being personable in your social media outreach. I've adjusted my captions from what was not engaging at all to speaking my truth. Example, look at those eyes, how cute, to this is what motherhood looks like to me, it's when, etc. And my last post got so much more engagement than normal. I'm also thankful that you pointed out scheduling posts on later. Game changer. So much less stress, and I felt like my time on social media is so much more purposeful. This is such a great review, and I'm so thankful for it, because this is exactly what I want you to learn in this course, and I'm so glad that she learned it. So you can start right now. The course is actually $147, but you can start for $49. So 3 payments of $49. Get your life back. Start using Instagram intentionally. I really, really, really genuinely can't wait to see you there. Please head over to Instagram right now. Send me a direct message if you have any questions about this webinar, and I will answer them for you. I hope that I will see you in the Facebook group. Click that button underneath this video to sign up for this course. I am so excited to have you. I'm so excited for you to start using Instagram to change your business and to bring meaningful, really high quality clients your way. Thank you so much for your time.